Hello, I'm Leela Dutt, and I just wanted to tell you how I came to write this novel, A Distant Voice in the Darkness. I wanted to showcase some of the places in the world that I've been lucky enough to go and visit. I lived in Nigeria for a whole year once, when our children were very small and my husband was a lecturer at the university. And I thought it would be good to showcase what it's like to be an expatriate wife. And I drove all round Nigeria, so I brought that into the book. I also wanted to write about Denmark because my mother came from Denmark and it's one of my favourite places. I love the language and the food, of course. I love the smørrebrød, the open sandwiches. And so I wanted to write quite a lot about that, about Copenhagen and other places. And also I needed to write about India because that's where my father came from. He came from Calcutta. And I wrote about Kolkata, and I set the story that I wrote. It was actually in the old house that my father's family lived in. They'd lived in this same old house in Kolkata for 300 years. So I described that in great loving detail. And when we were in Calcutta, we went on a trip up to Darjeeling. So I wanted to put that in because Darjeeling is a beautiful, magical place up among the mountains. And there are other places that I'm not particularly connected with that I have been to that I wanted to write about. There's the Grand Canyon in America. There's quite a lot about South Africa because I wanted to write about an armed coup in Lesotho, a small country that's surrounded by South Africa. And I was caught up in that. Well, actually, it was my daughter who was caught up in that. But in the story, it's the heroine who gets, she tries to drive across Lesotho to get away from the conflict and she gets into trouble, gets shot. Anyway, there's bits about Australia as well. And a lot of people have read the book and said, have you really been to all those places? Well, I did try. In future, I'm writing about some places that I haven't been to, which is a lot more difficult. So I hope you enjoy this book and get in touch if you do, if you like it, tell us about it. Bye.